Hey guys, welcome to a new rant in PJ Pants. It is currently like 3:30 in the morning. I got some new makeup in the other day and I didn't really have a chance to mess around with it until now, so that's why I have like a full face of makeup on. Today's PJ bottoms are my little Boston Terriers. I think that they are an underrated dog. And yeah, so today we're actually going to be talking about here for the tea. I know I made my whole last impressions video on her, but recently I find her to be a little hypocritical. Not a lot of drama channels ever cover anything that like has to do with her, which I find pretty hypocritical. I think it's either because they just don't feel like getting into it with her, or they're afraid of her, or they're on her dick, you know? One channel that did cover this was John Cuckian, and he is the most vilest piece of shit on the internet, so he doesn't count. So this has kind of been how I felt since December. She just had been putting out all of these Jeffree Star videos for no reason. A lot of it wasn't tea. A lot of it was just like her assumptions of stupid things like tweets and stuff. There was just nothing really going on there. You know what I mean? So the past few weeks, I'm sure a lot of us have been watching the Shane Dawson series, The Secret World of Jeffree Star. During this time, Sam has uploaded so many videos about Jeffree Star that don't even matter. One video was like, is this really trademarked? Another video, I don't think it's really trademarked. Like, who cares? It's not drama, it's not tea. So the other day, she put out a video using the thumbnail from the Shane Dawson series while Jeffree is talking about something really dark about how he used to cut himself. She takes that picture of him, uses it as a thumbnail, talking about how he is stealing Manny MUA's catchphrase. At that point, I had commented on it, sad. I got a few likes before she disabled comments. She disabled the likes and dislikes. And then she ended up changing the thumbnail, but then she ended up taking the video down. Within that time, there were quite a few people sharing on Twitter that they reached out to her and said, hey, I'm really glad that you changed the thumbnail. But in her pinned comment, it said, I'm a couple episodes behind in the Shane Dawson series, so I didn't know that that's what he was talking about at that time. I just wanted to get a picture of him by himself for the thumbnail, so I didn't know, so now I changed it. And some people were like, okay, but that's not an apology, even though you changed it. And she would respond with, fuck off, and block people. This is a woman who has always talked shit about influencers blocking people, influencers disabling comments, influencers disabling dislikes and likes, blocking people, you know, being rude to people, all that kind of shit. So I was like, I mean, I know how rude she is, but it really spoke volumes this time about how just nasty she is, you know? And I don't believe that she hadn't seen the rest of the Shane series. I don't believe that for 1 minute. And if that were the case, why take the most recent video and use that as a thumbnail when you say you didn't see it, when there were plenty of shots of him by himself in the other videos? So you know that she knew what she was doing. She either, you know, wanted people to see that photo and click on it. Whether people were mad or not, I mean, she got a lot of attention for it, and that seems to be what she wants. And tonight, I see that she re-uploaded the video with a different thumbnail. This one, a thumbnail of him and Manny MUA, saying again, Manny MUA, or Jeffree Star steals Manny's catchphrase. The thing is that so pigmented is a phrase that Manny used a lot. He started using that phrase a lot in Jeffree Star videos and in collab videos with Jeffree Star and Laura Lee, Jeffree Star and Nikki Tutorials. Go back. You can find them. Like, he didn't really say it all that much until he was with Jeffree Star and he's getting more popular and all that kind of stuff. Yes, he has merch with that phrase on it. in this video, she pretty much asserts that he's doing it to get back at Manny MUA. She also said in the video that she's working on huge stories that are not Jeffree Star related, but that her job is to report news, and Jeffree finds himself in the news a lot. Girl, you are not some, like, reporter. I mean, I get that, like, you know, people investigate stories and stuff, but it's like, get off your high horse, please. So that I found hilarious, because there hadn't been any news about Jeffree Star. Why wasn't she doing videos if she wanted to talk about Jeffree Star on how great this series was, or things that we've learned about Jeffree now? That's because she hates his guts, so everything has to be against him. And in this case, she's on Manny's dick, so of course she's going to try to, like, defend him. The thing is that Manny's merch is fulfilled by Killer Merch, which is through Jeffree Star. We don't know why he wanted to trademark So Pigmented. Is he going to come out with a product, or other people using it? He wants to make sure it stays safe, and then, you know, Manny can use it because it's through his fulfillment center. Or does he want a cut of some products with that on it? We don't know. There are so many other options than just, oh, he's trying to get back at Manny. But the thing is that from what we've learned throughout this series from Shane, is that a lot of people took advantage of him for connections and things like that. And maybe he doesn't want Manny to use it. I mean, that's business. I'm sorry. That's just how business is. It's not like, you know, Manny didn't become famous from Jeffree Star, because he most certainly did. Yes, he had a little bit of following, but him being with Jeffree got him a lot of followers. Him being with Patrick Star, him and Jaclyn Hill, him and Laura Lee, like, he's notorious for sort of just, like, leeching onto these people for a while, and then he moves on to somebody else. Regardless if it's supposed to be against Manny or not, it's business. It's not news. To me anyway. I just didn't think that it was news. But anyway, in this re-upload, she has a pinned comment that says she had to delete the video and re-upload it because somebody stole it. Somebody stole her content. I didn't see anybody upload anything with that thumbnail or that title. I didn't see any of it. So I'm not sure if that's what really happened, because I think that because she had so much hate that she had to disable comments, she had so much hate that she just disabled the comments in the video prior, that she deleted it. I'm not sure what she did on Twitter. You guys will have to let me know, because I'm blocked. But somehow she tries to, like, manipulate these people into believing this bullshit, because she is always the good guy or the victim. And I don't believe that anybody stole her shit. I think that she just revamped the thumbnail. She was like, fuck it, I'm going to put this up here. Now people are going to feel sorry for me that somebody took my content, which I don't believe happened. And even so, you know, her response to the people that were like, hey, you never really apologized, was disgusting. And her blocking people, you know, I just don't think that that is the truth. And I wish she would have just been honest and would have been like, you know what, guys, in a pinned comment, and say, well, this is just something that I thought I'd share with you guys. It's not really tea, because we don't know why Jeffree is going to trademark this. I'm sorry for the thumbnail I used. You know, it was, like, insensitive. But as somebody like her that is always putting other people on fucking blast, for her to do the same exact shit, but it's okay when she does it, that is being a hypocrite. And that is how I see her. Her talking shit about all of those things that these influencers do, and she does the same shit, but it's okay because it's her, and she has a million excuses. And at the beginning of all of these videos, she's always saying that she's working on a big story, or she had to scratch a big story and go with this story because a receipt wasn't good enough and she couldn't, you know, tell if it was authentic or not. And you know that she's only going to give us the truth. Girl, we've been waiting for this John Cuckian video for like a fucking year now. Never came out with it. Where are all these big stories at? And if you have these moments to put together 10, 15-minute videos, why don't you give us a little trailer of what you're working on, you know? And I know that, you know, when Jeffree's not doing anything fucked up, it's hard for her to come up with some content, but goddamn, I used to love her. I was almost like a stan. I respected her. I loved her bluntness. I thought her videos were great. Even if I disagreed with them, I really liked her content. I just don't know what happened to her. I think that her ego is absolutely insane, and she's always like grasping at straws when it comes to Jeffree Star. It's kind of pathetic, you know. I know Jeffree Star like brings in views, and that's why for the past couple weeks, as this Jeffree Star series had been going on, a ton of drama channels have been putting Jeffree Star in the title. Shane and Jeffree Star, what we've learned, you know. And I mean, I watched a couple of them from creators that I like, but like I already know what happened in the series, and they weren't really adding anything to the conversation. There wasn't anything that they were giving us that like really mattered. Not a lot of commentary, just saying this is what happened. And it was for views, you know? Just admit it. Just admit it's for views. You know what I mean? Which there's nothing wrong with that. Like I always say, people are not on YouTube to not get views. It's just like, just be honest about it, you know? I find it just like very hypocritical of her to be this person that's like, oh, I investigate things and I'm always bringing you the truth and the piping hot tea. There was no tea, and people like kiss her ass. I don't understand it. She knows people are intimidated by her, and she knows that she has some hardcore stans that go after people and harass the fuck out of them. So I figure like she thinks that she can just get away with whatever she wants because, you know, even if people have a problem with it, they're probably still going to watch her shit, and she doesn't give a fuck. Clearly, she doesn't give a fuck. We know this from many screenshots and many you-nows. We know that she does not really give a shit. And for her to have these excuses, so she had to scratch an idea, so she had to go with another Jeffree Star video. But before that, she kept talking about working on big stories, and then she did that stupid story on Amanda Ensing's boyfriend that never should have gotten like that much attention. Somebody so disgusting like that, you know? We've been waiting for some big, breaking, huge story for a year, and she never delivers. And there's always an excuse. But when Raw Beauty Christie had a headache, which she gets those really bad headaches, I forget what they're called. I don't know if they're tension headaches or not, but I used to get those, and oh my God, couldn't even open up my eyes. But when Raw Beauty Christie put out a tweet about just doing a get ready with me because she wasn't feeling good, and Sam obviously subtweeted her. Everybody thought it was about Raw Beauty Christie. She denied it and acted like Raw Beauty Christie was some, like, egotistical person thinking that why would she subtweet her? But she did subtweet her. But it wasn't okay when Raw Beauty Christie wasn't feeling well but still wanted to get a video out for us. But, you know, Sam's going through some personal things. I don't care about that, but she will use that as an excuse. So that's okay if she has all of these excuses for either not putting out content she promises us or not putting out videos when she says she's going to. Like, I understand. I have been working full time. This was my last week. Like, it's even hard for me to get videos out when I want to. But I mean, I don't try anyway to be like, oh, I'm going to do this video this week. I know like sometimes I slip up and do that, both everything that's been going on. I know it's hard to like get shit done when you want to get it done and get it uploaded and get it out. Anything can happen if you have an issue with her editing, or if she has an issue with like it loading, whatever it may be. But it's like, don't keep feeding us this bullshit about all these big stories and all these great things that you're going to do for a year now. Where is the John Cuckian video? We don't know. I just find it like she just takes this easy route to do a Jeffree Star video, even when it's about nothing at all, because, you know, who cares? And with the whole trademark thing, we just don't know. So don't put assertions out there and say that you're just reporting facts. That kind of bothers me a lot. I did write down a few things here because I just didn't want to forget anything. But pretty much, I mean, that's just how I'm feeling. And it's kind of sad because if this were any other drama channel that got into like that shit with their followers to delete a video, to disable comments, other drama channels would be talking about it. Stop being afraid of Here for the Tea. Stop. Hey, I still give her credit when she has great content because I may not like her, but I respect her as a creator. I just am not respecting her as a creator anymore because her content is just so sucky right now. I mean, it's clear that she can't stand Jeffree Star, and it's clear that people, sorry, my nose ring is like really itchy. And it's clear that, she knows that Jeffree brings in the views, and it's clear that she doesn't give a shit. And I think it's sad. And when your own followers, and some of them even being people that would stan you in comments, like, are saying, hey, like, what the fuck, then you're not doing something right, Maybe you should reevaluate your shit, and maybe you should change your fucking attitude. I don't know. Just saying. And I don't know why nobody else is really talking about it. Like I said, John Cuckian doesn't count because he's a manipulative piece of garbage. I just find it very hypocritical of her to be able to use excuses that are okay for her, not okay for other creators. It's okay for her, to do all this bullshit, but if it was somebody else, she would be reporting on it. You know what I mean? It's just so crazy to me. It's just, it's so crazy. She got a lot of hate. A lot of people let her have it, and she deserved it. And you know what? I wonder how it felt for her to be on the fucking receiving end of the bullshit for a change. Because I've been on it, and a lot of other people that her fans have gone after have been on it. So how the fuck does it feel? That's all I'm saying. All right, guys, thanks for watching this rant. Thanks for subscribing if you do. Follow me on Twitter if you want to. And listen, I know we don't have the same opinion about people. That's okay. That's why the comments are open. I don't know what's going on with her, and I'm not saying that, like, her personal business, like, that's not even about this. I don't know what's going on, and I don't care. It's none of my business. I just feel like her content is bullshit right now, and the way that she has handled this whole Jeffree Star, like, taking her video down and then saying that it was stolen, even though, like, she was getting a ton of hate, blocking a ton of people. It's like, when somebody's like, hey, excuse me, thank you for changing the thumbnail, but you didn't apologize and saying fuck off, or hey, I saw your video, I thought it was insensitive to use that as a thumbnail and say, I don't give a fuck you, don't fucking watch me then. That kind of shit. I mean, come on. I mean, it's like, how much more proof do people need that she is not your God? You do not need to stan her. You can be like, hey, stand up for something that you think is wrong, or call her out on her bullshit and not be a hater. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's just because a lot of people are intimidated by her. And I don't get it. I just don't. I think that she has the creativeness to be so much better, like she used to be back in the day. But even then, she was just tearing women down. Her whole shit on Jaclyn Hill, her whole video on Kat Von D about all of her plastic surgeries. I mean, come on. She's always sort of been like this wolf in sheep's clothing. And I think a lot of people are starting to see the side of her that a lot of us had already seen. And I don't know. I mean, you guys let me know what you think about this situation. This may not be tea-worthy. I'm not saying that it is. My rants are just whatever's on my mind at the time, and I'm ranting, and I'm in my PJs, and that's all. So you guys let me know what you think about this whole thing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love and hugs. Bye.